I always go right past the eye because I want it bright right back there as well. And then I come down on the side of the nose and just kind of come down the side of the nose into that little wrinkle right there that's so awful. And then just kind of blend out. And if you want to, if you have these little drop downs, you can put white in there and see how that disappears. And same thing right here on the top of the chin. And some people do the little wick right there. What does it do? It wakes up this center part of your face because it's the lightest. Then you need to take a, some people use a concealer brush, which I could use a concealer brush. I have one. This is the large concealer F60 from Sigma Beauty. But then also from IT Cosmetics, this is a radiant foundation brush, but I don't use this for foundation. That's not how I put on foundation. So it's kind of like a larger one of these, which I'm fine with, as long as they come to a point, and I'll show you why. If I get right there, I want to make sure I get that smoothed out real good right there so I don't have like a creamy buildup. And also go right across that wrinkle and right a little circle of that one to make sure they blend out. Now, I'm going to go right past the nose, right there, and out. 2 swipes, that's enough. Then just blend it out and down. And see how it just kind of brightens it up. Now, that's a little too bright. Some people would leave it that bright. I feel like I've got really bad bags. I hope this stuff that we just put on does a really good job of making my bags go bye-bye. Bye-bye, bags. That's interesting. I feel like this, maybe I took away too much. I'm going to put just a tad more back. And pat it off. So that you leave some behind. And then you can go straight down your nose, right in the center, especially right on the bridge up here. And then blend out. Be sure and blend out your little, I call it your little weed. It looks like a little weed. Goes out both sides and up the center. Right on the bridge. Here we go. Oh, I hear my husband. I hope he's coming home to work on this situation we're in. Okay, so I feel like I've waited long enough to put on my foundation. Now, I can already tell you this is sticky. I can actually feel the stickiness. This, no sticky at all, y'all. The Chanel wins. That's why you pay more. Now, some people may say, I want it to be a little bit sticky because I want to know that I'm super moisturized. I can tell you I'm super moisturized, but it's not sticky. That's what I like about it. So, I'm going to be using my Chanel Perfection Lumiere Velvet in color number 22 Beige Rose. And I'm using a IT Chic Foundation brush, which is a little rounder brush. Whoops, I went a little too wet with that. Always get down here really good. Now, the younger girls on YouTube will tell you don't even do this. When you're older, that's where most of your age spots are, is right down in through here, right through here. So yes, you do want to do that. Don't listen to them. They don't know because they are not old enough yet. But if they claim to be a makeup artist, they should have studied all ages, not just young. So it just shows you need to improve. And especially that age spot right there, I go over it a couple of times just to kind of blend it in. Remember, your foundation is just kind of get a blended look all over. It is not concealer. It's not meant to be concealer. It's just to get a blended color over your whole face and neck. And be sure and get on either side of the nose real good. On the end. On either side of the nose bone, right up at the eye. And again, I went up and down the first time, so now I'm going side to side. And that just makes sure you get real good coverage. Then I kind of punch it in. Did y'all hear that noise? That is the blower on our heating unit. That's how unhappy the heating unit is. Remember to drop your jaw and blend out that line so you do not have a line, and then just kind of blend it down your neck just to make sure the color blends out. Now, by now, a lot of it's come off your brush, and you're just, which is good because you're cleaning your brush off with your own skin. And then you're also getting a blended look without adding a lot of makeup on your neck. And again, if I had a lower neck line on, I would go on down into the V area of my chest, the décolleté area. I need to take this because I don't have a makeup. Y'all, I always tell you guys have a makeup towel handy, and I don't have one. Bad Beth. Oh, I need to change fingernail polish color too. I told y'all I wasn't real happy with this color that I got. This is 468 Techno Bloom, and I thought it was just going to be like a neon. It even says on here neon, but it's neon matte, and I do not like matte, I have decided, at all. It's supposed to look like a matte velvet, and it does not look good. I don't think at all. I do not like this look. And I'm so hoping that this one is not that. It doesn't say neon, it doesn't say matte, it's 634 Argento Vibrante, and I love this as a nice, these are spring, summer colors, and I'm disappointed in the pink, like really disappointed. I think it's misrepresented even, I'm not very happy about it. I hope everything's okay, it sounds weird. Okay, eye makeup. We are going to, well, you know what? I'm going to put some lips on. If I'm going to talk to y'all, I have to have some lips on. So this is my what? Soft Rose. What was I thinking? It's not 22. It doesn't have a color. Does it? No, it's just Soft Rose. And let's do the little peaks of a Cupid's bow. Whoever started calling it that. The pointy parts of your lip, upper lip. Because I don't know what Cupid stands for. As a Christian, I care about what I talk about stands for. Because I'm like, do I want to encourage Greek mythology? Not really. I think it's important to study it because it's a subject, but not believe in it. And schools kind of teach it almost like, well, they call it mythology, which tells you it's not true. It's a myth. Okay, I'm going to even go ahead and put on my IT Cosmetics No Tug Waterproof Liner. Without even touching my lower waterline skin flap. This inner skin flap. I'm not even touching it so that I will let this set. And some people would say use powder. You can use powder if you want to. When you're older, when you start doing things like adding powder, I will use a dry brush, no powder on it, just to try to kind of get excess product off. Because what happens is if you add powder, I don't care what anybody says, it ages you. So, and I guess I should put some blush on. Let's use this kind of Tiger Lily color mixed with the pink color. And this is Sigma. That's Pinkin and Tiger Lily. And this is Sigma blush set. And I'm using a Sigma large angle contour brush. So I'm going to use a little, just because it's got a little of melon in it. And I kind of just going back and forth into both of them. Tap it off. And I'm going to smile and just kind of get this area right there. Staying above right there. And I'm not going to use bronzer today, so smile and round it out. Just kind of stay back there a little. And then go up the temple, the sides of the temple, and right at the hairline. Right on the bridge of the nose, and right under the nose. Breathing out. Just so it doesn't get in your nose. And then right here on the end, we're going to just color out the end of the chin. Here's my husband coming to save the day. There we go. There we go. Hi, darling.
Hi, sweetness.
All right, now we're going to use Dose of Color. Friendcation, like vacation only. This is Friendcation, beautiful sparkles. And we're going to do the eyes very quickly. Because I need to go talk to my husband about what's going on, you know. Okay. So here is the palette. It's beautiful. Y'all know I will probably pick these, but I may choose the green. Maybe we'll use the green to use on the lower lash line on the inner area or something. Or maybe the grayish, bluish, or purple. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll do something altogether different. Here's another thing that I would like to point out. When you have a pink, that pink, you could use that for blush. So you could, but there's nothing really dark enough here for brows. We'll see. We'll try that dark brown and see if it works. It may be too red, y'all. Okay, so I'm going for the highlighter color. Let's see how does it do. Does it highlight good? What's the pigment on this? What's the pigment doing? Wow, this is pretty dark. This isn't very light, y'all. Do you see that? It's almost like a beige, dark beige. Did I have something? No, I didn't have anything else on this. I don't know why it's doing that. Going across the lid a little. And I did not get, there was a little bit of mascara residue left over from cleaning last night, I guess. Let's do this one more time. Going under the brow and out here. It definitely has kind of like, do y'all see it? It definitely has a beige, almost orange tone to it. It's very interesting and I don't like it. Now everybody likes oranges. Just because out in California, everybody's got a tan, but not everybody elsewhere does. So it's kind of like, I don't like when somebody makes me have oranges. And there's a lot of bronzy tones to this, but we'll see. I literally could have used that. I'm going to use the other side of the, no I'm not. Let me use, where is it? We'll use this. A little bit bigger. We're going to use this tone right there, which is a little more sand tone. But again, it seems to have an orange undertone big time. That's not going to make me happy.